Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals Zero to make the best game ever. Yeah, previous session I did go ahead and write some stuff. Get length +1. So I'm actually wondering, is this really necessary here? Get max file name byte count, because I think we already have other functions that check whether there is a room for packets, right? So maybe what we just did the previous session is not so much necessary, at least not for everything. Is room for packet router egg message is room yeah is room for packet router packed structs packs search for room here, get packed byte count. Get packed byte count. Who's using that? Packed byte count, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I guess this one is used inside NetPacket. Yeah, here, get buffer size needed. Okay, and who's calling this? Here, construct big command packet list. Buffer size. Buffer size, wrapper size. Buffer size. Get buffer size needed for commands. Big packet data. Max file name byte count. So I think for this one, it definitely makes sense to have a cap, right? Byte count. What about the other guys here? So size of length, yeah. Unsigned short, get length. Unsigned byte. Okay, same shit here. There's room for disconnect chat message. Textlen. Yeah, this one is already not correct. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Chat command. Length. Why do we still have all this junk here? Chat command. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. I'm a bit confused right now. Wasn't this what we simplified here? Apparently not. Fill buffer with game command. And then there's another variant of these functions where again it uses all this bullshit here. What is that? Man. That's some absolute bullshit. Yeah. Wow. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. Ugh, man. Text length. Text length. Then. Get length. I also don't like that it uses different name here. Textlen. Any text. Let's give it the same name. Textlen. Textlen. Man, the way they coded this bullshit is so confusing. My gosh, and so error prone. Okay, so I think for this one here, I think it perfectly makes sense to cap this at 255, right? Because this guy, it cannot store any length longer than 255. It's wrapping around then, basically. Right, so if you had a chat message that was 256 characters, it would wrap to 0, essentially. And then you have a no chat message. Yeah. Now, as for the file name here, maybe this is not necessary that we add this guarding here because it should have failed before already. Is room for file message. Basically there it would have failed already. Right. Yeah. Is room for file message. Yeah, so basically here we already have a cap. So if this portable file name is too long, then yeah, then it will fail. But then what happens if there's no room for a message? Like what happens if this guy fails? Can we see that? Is room for a message? So if is that, what happens on else? False. And then what happens? Add file command. So if this guy fails, then what happens? Return add file command, add command. So what if it fails? If false, debug log, failed to add a wrapper command to the packet. And then what happens then? Packet, add command. Okay, it just debugs that there's a failure, but it doesn't stop or anything. It just keeps going. Okay. So to me, it looks like it's just like a silent omittance of a packet that is too big or something. I'm not sure. Packets. So this packet, what is it? New instance, net packet. Create the packets and the wrapper messages. Okay, I'm not sure about this. Yeah. Chat command. Yeah. So chat command message. Chat command header. So text length, we have this is min get byte unit text. How about we add a function? Text length, packet text length. Text, unit text, get text. Yeah. How about we add a function here? Variable byte count. Get max 255 times that max packet size. Static int get text length, get clamped text length. How about that? Then we pass a const Unicode string str, not a constant, static function, and then we do return min str dot not length byte count, get clamped, get max usable byte count. Max usable byte count. Okay. str get byte count. Get and then we do max usable byte count. 255 times size of byte chunk. Int. Okay. Does that make sense? I don't know. I still don't fully understand what actually happens when it's... If the packet is too large, if the message... If this packet, this command is too large to ever fit into any packet, what happens? Is it just discarded or? Maybe. How about we run some tests? Yeah. Let me do the following. We save our current progress. We do a stash. And so our chat message is this disconnect. So here we have a chat command message. Yeah, let's put a breakpoint in here. Yeah. Then here we have another. No. Here, no. Here, chat command. Yeah, we put a breakpoint here. And then here we have another chat thingy. Yeah, it's room for chat message. We put a breakpoint there. Good, so we have at 3 places we have a breakpoint now. Okay, then let's do the following. We start a compilation. Yeah. And then we need a general English. Yeah. So we need to launch 2 instances that go into network. Yeah. Once this has compiled. While this is compiling, let's take a look at notifications. What do we have here? You can cache the seed where it also caches the game mode above. Will make it more resilient. Why is the seed set to 0 and not skirmish? Would that retain a problem? Done. No, because the seeds for challenge and campaign are set to 0 everywhere else as well. Aha, okay. But wouldn't it? But then the same logic for skirmish would also work. Would also work there, right? Or will the game info get seed return garbage? Wait, let me see the code right now. Yeah, so like if this is not null, then I would assume we just look up get seed, right? Okay, but then the same logic for skirmish would also work for campaign. Campaign, right? Or will the game and for the scene return garbage for in campaign? Or is the game info null? If it is null, then can we use that as the condition? Yeah, I don't really understand why skirmish has to be like specifically conditioned for this. Like maybe just use a get seed. If the get seed already returns 0 in campaign and in challenge, then just use that anyway. If it's null, then use the game info null, test it, and then use get seed. If it's not null, otherwise null, 0, right? So, yeah, let's see. What else do we have? Find a single case of a game would start a new game single player game a bit without using a non-zero seed value. I've added that to this PR for more consistent seed values. Yeah. Let's see, what does it look like now? Yeah, so I don't understand this here. See if this can be simpler. Like the simplest would be seed equals this. Done. Done. So I will wait for this. Let him cook. All right. Gaptile is commented as well. Looking at the code patterns in the PR, you can see how game mode affects seed's initialization. Uses skirmish get seed for none. Uses seed 0. It's null for campaign. It's the active game info. Use seed 0 by design. So yes, the logic could technically use this for campaign too, but it would return whatever seed campaign was using. And if it's 0, then it's okay. Since campaign deliberately uses seed 0 everywhere, checking the game mode keeps the intent explicit. Only skirmish games need seed. If the condition is clearer than checking for null or garbage value. Yeah, but it's redundant. It's redundant. I don't agree with this assessment. Like if the seed is set to non-zero only for game skirmish, that's a responsibility of some code that sets the seed value. We don't care. We just want to retain the seed value in this function. That's all we want to do. So this is some garbage. This is some garbage advice here. Yeah. So I will do a thumbs down here on this one. God damn it. God damn it. Yeah. Good. So I will also give it a thumbs up for the first part and then a thumbs down for the second. Yeah. So here, this is fine. Yeah. The observations here, that's good. But then here, its conclusions is garbage. Thumbs down. Yeah. That's my takeaway here on this guy. Fuck you, Gaptile. Okay, good. Then, did we compile? Yes, good. So, let me install. Yeah, let's run some tests here with this bad boy, chat. So, basically, I want to type a really long chat message and then see what happens. Yeah? Maybe it is not a problem. Maybe it's not a problem and everything I try to do here is not necessary to begin with, right? Let's see. Let's see. So, it's always good to debug, to see the real deal. Yeah? Good. So we will have one client open. Let's open another one. Here. Yeah. Yeah. it's a very, very small one here. Okay, cool. And let's put them to the side, the small window and the big window. Yeah. Okay, then we open a network. No. Then here we also open a network. Yeah. Then here we host a game, and here we join. And then we join as mates, yeah, big buddies, accept, start game. Yeah, so we are now big mates. Big mates. Okay. Now, let's open the chat box and type an outrageous message. Oh, we can't type that much. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Oh. That's all we can send. So text length is, max is... Yeah. The max is 63, so 64 characters, including the null terminator. Well, that's not much. And then it goes in here. Aha. Okay, so currently the chat is capped by the chat box. Okay, what about this one here? Does it have the same cap? Yeah. Okay. Then let's see what about this guy here? Let's go back and put this here again, yeah. And this. Is that also chat message? Here, this. Yeah. Ah, there's also a cap. But this is something else. This is another chat box. Ah, this is a disconnect chat box. Is it not? Chat message. Let's see. Oh boy. Get length. This one, right? This here? In the game over screen? No, it's not. Okay, I don't know what is this part of, but okay, whatever. Good. So then let's search for chat. Chat. Oh boy, chat. Change nick. Chat. Chat. Oh boy. Let's search for chat and text. Chat text. Text entry chat. LAN game options menu. No. Lobby. No. No. Score screen. Uh-huh. Chat command. Let me find Visual Studio Code. Okay, we first need to find out where this goddamn limit is and which file. So we're already here. So I think we need to look for length : 64. Let's try that. In oh boy, the WMD files. No, goddamn. Length. Okay, length 64 is not found. 63. Also not. God damn. 66? No? Huh. Let's look for our files. Where's the chat box? Chat. In-game chat. Aha. In-game chat. In-game chat. System. Entry field. Text entry chat. There we go. Text entry chat. Let's look for this guy. Text entry chat. Oh boy. Entire solution. Here, in-game chat. There we go. Look at that. So, chat entry. Yeah. Chat entry. Is that a pointer or what is this? It's a pointer. Cool. Let's put a breakpoint here. Let's start another match. Yeah. Accept. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. We didn't hit any breakpoint here. Because it's already created, I guess. Oh no, we have to press enter first. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at this guy. What do we see? We see nothing. Okay. User data. I hate this shit. Okay, window. Text pause. Shit. This one is from C. This goddamn Windows system. Good. So I think there is a gadget text set. Can we set max length or something here? Poof. Set text. Huh. Can't we? Huh. Set text. Where can we set the limit? Or is this like a default limit? In every text box, you cannot type more than 64 characters, 63 characters. Is that right? Nah, I can't believe that. That would be outrageous. How are you gonna write novels in this game? Get enable text border color, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I have no clue how we set the length for this thing. Maybe it's not possible. Huh. Interesting. Maybe it's some other function that is not related to text. Set text. Entry get text. Set font text color. Okay. Entry get text. Get text. Update text, set text. Okay, how about we go to GM set text? Let's search for this guy. What does it do? Length, append. What the hell is this? Set our secret text string to be filled with star. What? What? What is this bullshit here? Why is it doing a loop? What? What? What is this? Man. Get text. Okay. Text. How do we set a max length for this string? I don't understand. Why can't we just set an unlimited string there? What about update text? Let's see that. Man. Case update text. GCM update text. Why is this forwarding to another thing? What is this? Why is this not nearby? What is this? God damn. Man, this is outrageous. It really is. What? Someone typed in the combo box, clear password. What? Nah. I'm so confused here by this. What the hell is this bullshit? So get text. I want to set the max length of text. How do I do this? I mean, there must be a way. It can't be that every text field has a limit of 64. And if there is such a limit, and there probably is, then where is it? Where's this limit? I mean, it must be in here in the GM set text. It must be there. Let's look at this again. Or not. I don't understand. Set text. Set text. Char pause, get length, set text. Construct text. What? Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. Set text. Okay, let's take a look at this guy. Where are we jumping to? What is this? Display string, set text. Okay. But this is just like... This one has an arbitrary length. Anything goes. Construct text. This one is empty. What is that set for? Char pause. Get length. There's no limit here. Doesn't look like it. I don't understand. Then it must be an input limit. Right? Okay, let's do the following test. So let's put a breakpoint here. Yeah. So let's open a chat box and we type. Huh. So when we type, it doesn't actually call this. Okay. So that's something else. Where is this typing happening? Oh. Get text, set text. I thought that this would call this one, but it does not. What is it calling it when you type? I don't know. Let's see what other kind of things we have in here. GCM set combo box messages, GLM. Let's search for everything with text in here. Entry textlen. Static textlen. Okay. Okay, there's some limit here. List box text. Yeah. Get text. For displaying secret text. that entry text. Construct for foreign text construction. Input. Static text input. How about we look at this guy? Let's put a breakpoint here. Here. Let's type something. Oh, it's not calling that. Oh, fantastic. Text system. How about that? Let's put a breakpoint here. Also not. What the hell? Who is responsible for updating text? What is this? Ah, there's static and non-static. Okay, let's check non-static. Input and system, yeah? Oh boy. There we go. Aha! Text entry input. There we go. Okay, let's see where we're going. So, char. Yes? Yes? Show me. Show me. Aha, what is this? Max text length. There it is, 64. There we go. Where is this coming from? Where is this why is what is this? Why is this 64? Let's check for this guy. Max chars. Entry text length. There we go. There we go. We're getting closer here. Max text length. But this one is 256, so something sets it to 64. Let me look at this thing here again. There's no mention of a 64 in here, is there? Wait, let's read on here. Ah, max len. Ah, there we go. There we go. There it is. 64. Aha. Aha, and then it also clamps. Look at that. Entry text length. Ah. 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 Larger equal. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so given this thing here, this means that the max amount of characters we can pass is already 255. Like, it's guaranteed by the input system that we cannot send a chat message with more than 255 characters. Okay, that is good to know. So it's never a practical fail condition unless we increase this here. Yeah. So let's say here we make 512. Yeah. We allow for more, twice the size. Yeah? And then gadget text. God damn it. Gadget text. Gadget text entry. It looks like we can't change entry set text. Game window. When get text length. Number of chars. When get text. When. Oh. Well, that sucks. So here, scan short. Scan short. Okay. Yeah, okay. Maxlen, yeah. Entry data, entry data. This code is definitely taken from C. This was some C code that they had back in 1992, and then they ported it to C++, and it still looks like C code. Yeah, that's it. God damn it. That obviously makes it so difficult to maintain. Yeah. Probably was amazing back in the day in C, I guess. But yeah. It looks sad now. Game window manager. Maxlen. Yeah. Anyway, how about I would like a entry data, entry data, entry. Max Textlen. Text colors. Set text. Inline. Ugh. How do we get from a game window to an entry data? Can we do that? Entry data. Oh boy. Data. Inst data. Winget size. Oh man, it's so complicated. Winget user data. Aha. Is that maybe helpful? Get user data. Maybe. Data. Oh yeah, it is. User data. Aha. Aha. So maybe we can do get this entry data. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. So maybe what we do is gadget get text, set text. So here extern void gadget text entry set maxlen. Yeah. And then we give it a game window star game window star G. Yeah. Then we go in here. And then in here, oh my goodness. Oh, hell no. Let's do it behind this one, yeah? So, void, gadget, text entry, get a set, text, maxlen, yeah? So, game window, G, okay? So, and then sanity, yeah, if G is null, then return. Okay, great. Then G get win get user data. There we go. Which gives us a void. So we do entry data. Okay. And we do a static cast. Static cast entry data. Yeah. And then we do data max text len equals this. And then here we also obviously need to pass a max len. And I guess we use integer for this, right? As always. Let me see, what type is it? Max text len is short. Aha. Okay, let's do short. Ah, hold on, that's a wrong function here. Short length. There we go. So short length. Good. Length. Good. There we go. This should do. Okay, then we copy here one of these guys and move it down here. Yeah, so it looks pretty. Okay, and then we take this guy, and then we go to our, oh my goodness, we search for text entry chat. Yeah. Text entry chat. Oh, here. And then here for testing, we add gadget set max len. Yeah? Chat text entry. And we set 512. Yeah, that's a max. 512. Okay. Good. Then let's put a breakpoint in here so we can look at this. Actually, hold on. This one, it's not complete. We need to also say, hold on. We need to still cap it here. We need to cap it. So let's say if length is larger than this, then we cap it here. Let's also let's also modify this guy. That's some bullshit here. Good. So if it's larger than this, then we cap it and we set it. Okay, fantastic. So this should work, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's hope that this is good. Yeah. Max len. Good. So then we have the breakpoint here. Then we stop debugging. We rage quit. Okay, that was just to get like our chat box beyond 255. Yeah, all this effort. pushed the wrong button. Why does it say me here? Did I push? I didn't push here. What? Okay, what about this one here? Columns equals 4 and this smaller than this. Swap. The version column is wider than the time date column. Switch them so that there's enough space to show both time and date without a line break. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. When user data is used without a null check, doesn't have list box data attached. Lists. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like a nonsense comment. Yeah. Where would it have crashed? So there is a list here, list, yeah. Where's it used? I don't see it. List. Oh boy. Now I see it. No, I don't. Where's it using it? List. Huh? Looks like it's unused. Originally. When get user data. Ah, let's do this. List box data, yeah, I mean, it's kind of guaranteed that we have a list box data. Yeah. I think it's fine, yeah. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. So list, blah, 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 blah. I think this looks good, yeah. This looks good to me. Needs to be replicated to generals. Why doing that? Because it's not obvious, okay. Yeah, so I would say the code looks good. Needs to be replicated to generals. Maybe hold on. Maybe add it. Can add a tweak. Can add a tweak comment here to say what it was before and what it is now. Yeah. What it was before. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that has compiled now. Let's start this. Yeah. And here, start a second session. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. 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 So, not solo. Multiplayer network. Multiplayer network, yeah. Create game. Instance 0. Accepts. Oh, we didn't hit the... Oh, yeah, that's okay. Play game, okay. Okay, let's remove this garbage here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Good. Let's open the chat box. So, text chat entry right now has, I don't know what, but let's go in here. So, data is this. Yeah, max text length is 64. And now we set it to 512. There we go. Fantastic. Then we open the chat box and we type in some very long message. Uh-huh. It's very long. Okay, it's a really long message. I think no one will ever type such a long message unless he's really raging hard. Wow, it keeps going forever. There's the end. Okay. So let's send this away. Boom. Let's go. So text length 25. What? Text. Num-chars allocated is 512. Well, text length is not 5255. Where is it? If len is larger packet size, return false. Ah. Unit text. Fill buffer with chat command. What is this? Call stack. Construct big packets. Fill buffer with chat command. Unit text. Text length 255. Oof. We did send this away, but we received nothing here. Okay, well, that was weird. Okay, let's not type 512, but some less, okay? Some less. Like, maybe like so. So what do we have now? 50. 50, but it's definitely more than that, right? So text data allocated is 508. Yeah, so it's definitely longer than 50. But it now claims it's 50. Yeah. Okay, then true, and that will fit. So now it will send 50, yeah? Need text, length 50. Yeah. So let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, look. Oh, but he sent another one. Huh. How did that work? Let me see that again. Okay, that was weird. Let's do that again. So here we send a short message and we get a short message. Great. Then let's send a longer message. Yeah. Something like so. And now we received something long, yeah. And that's it. Huh. Let's do it again. Let's give it a little bit less than the limit. Yeah. So we type our way to 512. Yeah, and then we remove a few characters. Let's see what happens. Nothing. It has been discarded. Okay, what happens if we send something that is just over 255? I don't know when we reach that. Let's send this. So now it sent something like this. Okay. So it just truncates it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then it sends another. Look at that. With some delay, it sent another message. God damn. Let me do the following test. In here. So this one is called every time we open the chat box, right? No. That's a shame. Showing game chat. Chat window. Aha. Save chat. Save chat. Okay, how about here? We do a notepad. Can we see the number of characters? Yeah, let's type a long message. Hello, my dear monkeys. This is a long message that you need to see, my dear monkey. Everything we say is said. So we are at 104 characters, but what we said cannot be unsaid. So keep your monkey mouth shut. Goddamn monkey. Goddamn monkeys. We are at 199 characters and going. Monkeys, unite. Together we will march to 255 characters. Actually, we exceeded that. Good. So now we have 309 characters. Yeah. Let's take this message and then we put it in here. Yeah, it's a very long message. Good. And then we compile again. Exit, yeah. Quit, yeah. Okay, I find it very weird that we sent one message and then it sends another one. So that was very... it needs to be this, yeah. So. So. Not skirmish, network. Network. Create game. Instance. Yeah, accept, play, let's go. Good, let's go. Enter, there. There it is. There's our text. Good, then we press enter. And so now it says, my dear monkeys, this is a long message that you need. Now what? Huh. Okay, that's weird. Now let's, oof. Why is it so fast? Oof. Oof. It's bound to the FPS, isn't it? Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's set the render FPS to 30. Here as well. Okay, so. So let's send this that you need. Okay. Then let's remove this last sentence here. This is a okay. Oh, and then there's another one. My dear monkeys. I pressed enter and then it sent another chat message. That was weird. Huh. Okay, I don't know what's up with that. So we removed this, we sent this. Huh. Huh. Let's remove here some sentences. That took a while. It's like a really long delay for this long message. Maybe longer messages are queued to come later, right? So they don't fit into like earlier slots because packets are occupied by other messages. And then it needs to wait until it finds like a big enough room in a later packet that is sent. That I could imagine. Yeah. That maybe it sorts them by size or so. Interesting. Okay. Okay, but I think the issue is clear. We should not send more than 255, right? I think that's safe to say. Yeah. So it's currently not possible because the input system doesn't allow us to, but we can make it robust anyway, right? Just for good measure. Okay, I will be right back. Good. We are back in action. Good. File packet, blah blah. Okay. Remove as unnecessary. I don't see an easy way to avoid the strlen call without making the code more complicated, so I'm going to close this. Maybe I'll revisit this. That's fair. Okay, what about this guy? I think there are 4 scenarios I need to check out. We'll put back. Start and restart campaign, start and restart challenge. Yeah. Okay. That looks good. Yeah. All right, cool. Then this one is ready to go. Okay. Good. Let's get back to code. So it's now clear what we need to do. We only need to clamp the text to 255 characters tops, right? So let's do that, and then we can also test it now. We have a test case for it. So we go to here. So our chat, we need to do a stash pop, right? There we go. Okay, and then we go to, we have this now. Okay, so get max usable byte count. Well, that's not good. Get max usable byte count. Max. Get max. Max usable, max possible byte count. Max usable byte counts. Byte count. 255. How about we do get max usable length? I think that's easier to understand because this one's also this is also talking about text length. Max usable text length. Okay, but then we can also just have a function that is static. Get max text length. Well, can't use const expr and VC6, so we have to do a function, which is not great, but okay. Return. Well, it's just 255. Yeah, I think we just do that. Return 255, but that's it. It's inline anyway, right? Should be fine. So we have that. Max text length. Good. Get usable text length. Max text length. Get usable text length. So we get a text, and then here get text length. Get length. Text. To the same here. Okay. Disconnect chat command. There we go. Do we have any other field that does it like that with the text length? And this variable field unsigned by text length. Is that so, yeah? Package set command. What is this here used for? So what's the size of this? Can we see? This one is 15 bytes. And this one, 16 bytes. But now, packed struts. I'm not sure why we have two of these here. I find that very confusing. Yeah, this looks useless here to me. Like, that looks totally redundant like this here. Like, why did he do it like that? That makes no sense. Like here, he can just say header. And here as well, header. And then it doesn't need this here. And it doesn't need that. Boom. Simplified. Because this is 16 bytes here. Yeah. So before this was 7, right? This one was 7, right? 7, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably AI generated things, and AI generates. The thing is with AI, it just generates a mountain of new code. It's not concise, right? It would just happily generate code, and that's why people are so amazed by it, because they can ask, "Hey, please write me this thing," right? And then it generates all these thousands lines of code for something that should have just taken 100 lines of code to get done, right? And then you end up with this 10,000 lines of new code that you just added to do something that it could have just done in these much less lines. And then you have this maintenance hell, because now you're iterating on millions of lines of code to get the functionality out, whereas the whole program should just be 1,000 lines of code, right? So, and this is an example of this, where like the iteration of this NetPacket refactor was done with AI. And we can see here, like already in the review process, I noted like there was duplicated stuff. And even after the review, now I find duplicated stuff. Am I surprised? No, it was missed in the replay, in the review. Or maybe I did note on this, but it wasn't addressed. But we see this time and time again. Like AI is just happily generating millions of lines of code, and also very much comments. Like for all sorts of bullshit, it generates comments. Like it generates like 3 lines of code, and then above it a comment what it does. Like, and it's really obvious from the code what it does, but then it needs to explain it as well, right? And so it's really it's absolute madness. Like this AI code generation is for absolute dummies. Yeah. No offense. Yeah, but if the only thing that someone does is AI prompts, that's not engineering. It's just like, yeah, prompts your way to success, but it's like you're not getting like a high quality result. You just get something that eventually works. That's it. Yeah, you get it fast maybe. Yeah, but then like you have maintenance hell later. So down the line, it just might be really bad. So far, I have not been impressed by AI generated pull requests. Not yet. Maybe one day. Yeah. But right now, no. Okay, so we got rid of these 2 things. That's great. Now, what about this guy then? Game commands. There we also have a header. Look at that. Header. That one looks exactly the same. Look at that. It's exactly the same. Man. Variable fields. So that is also useless. God damn it. Tuh. Wow. Yeah, fantastic. Then we also remove this header. Do we have more of these? I wonder. Package structs. Header, header, header. Let me double check. I know, yeah, they were exactly the same. Yeah, as you can see here, they have the exact same contents. Mm-hmm. chat command header. I think we can also remove this node here and this and this. Header, packet file command. Command message. Start message. Why are some things called command and others message? What is this? Shouldn't they all be called command then? So let me create a branch here of fixed network. Let's say a work in progress network. Let's call it net packets. Net packet. Okay, so structs. So we have this. Text length field, direct buffer overlay. There's that bullshit. Let's remove all this goddamn noob comments here. Let's remove here these noob comments. Doesn't have disconnect. Yeah, I can see it's a disconnect. There's so many comments already. Let's clean this bullshit up here. Yeah. Yeah. It's typical AI generated code here, the comments. So many comments. So. Yeah, so. Field header, command. Okay, that looks already much better. So then we take, do we have any other comments that we can delete here? Let me see, serialization. Deserialization, is that a word? No. Packets, it's deserialization. Okay, so we take this guy, we take all of this and all of this garbage here, get rates, and then this here, and then we take, oh boy, That packet. Save all. Here. So we take this guy. Then we remove this here. There we go. This and this. And this and this. Yeah, okay. So these two changes, they get rid of a bunch of comments. And yeah, so we say refactor net packets, remove remove duplicates, packed commands and redundant comments. Yeah, redundant code comments. Redundant code comments. Remove duplicate packet commands and redundant code comments. Okay. So that's step number 1. Great. Then step number 2, why are some of these inconsistently named? So what do we have here? We have fields, data field header. Okay, so the question I have here is, so here these are called fields. Okay, fair enough. But then why is this called data field header? Shouldn't this just be called a data field? Because all these others, you can also call them header, right? What is this? Why is this called a header? Shouldn't this be called type? Field type? God damn it. Yeah, why is this called a header? I don't know. Oof. Command type. We should probably call it command type, right? Or just type. Relay. Type. Field type. Just type. Oh no, there's command type. Field type. I would say we call it field type. That to me sounds like the most reasonable name for this field type. Yeah. There we go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Dot header dot field type. Great. Field type. There we go. We still have some red over here. That's fine. Okay. Then we take this guy. And we take these guys here. And then we go to NetPacket. And now we take all these edits here. Yep. Yep. Field type. Great. Actually, I wonder if this is really necessary, because we also want to do another refactor later where we make this garbage unnecessary here. Maybe it's not necessary to do this right now. Yeah, let me revert this edit here. I think we don't need this right now. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, shit. Now I reverted the whole file. Ah, god damn it. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Now I reverted the whole shit. That's too bad. Okay, now we lost all our progress. Okay, well, we start again from scratch. Whatever. So, then where are we? So, what I'm wondering is, why is this called message? Does anyone know why this is called message? Oh, because it is called a message here as well. Start message, NetPacket. Okay, why is this called header then? Header. Header. Game command header. Game command header. Okay, how many command headers do we have here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then I would say we just rename these to without header. Just command. There we go. Keep it simple. Command. Okay, let's see if it compiles so far. So. We still had one other strange name up here somewhere. Here, data field, NetPacket data field header. Data header. Data field. Command ID fields. Data fields. Data fields. Header. I don't know why this is called like that. Data header. Let's stick with these names. I think that's fine as long as it compiles. Yeah. Refactor, NetPacket. Use more consistent names for NetPackets, for packed NetPacket structs. Okay, there we go. Good, then let's get back to our chat where we deleted everything that we had. So chat commands, there we go. So we need the function get static int get max text length. So that will be return 255. Then static int get usable text length. Const Unicode string text return min text dot get length text get length and get max text length. There we go. And then we use the same here. Okay, fantastic. Then we go back to our NetPacket here. Then here we do get length, current document, get length, find all. So fill buffer with disconnect chat command. There we go. Now we need to repeat what we had before. So we have packet get usable text length, and then we give it the unit text here, and that's it. Get text, yeah, str text length. There we go. This should work. Then we do the same here. There we go. And then we go here, textlen. Then we rename this to textlen. Textlen. There we go. Do the same here. Textlen. And then why is it called unitext? Unicode text. Stupid name. Could have just called it text. Good. So TextLen, yeah. How about we call it uni text? Whatever. Good. So TextLen. So getLen, TextLen, blah, text. Mem copy. What? Okay. Okay. So get usable TextLen. Yeah. Thanks was one. Yeah. So I think we do basically the same shit here, right? We need a chat command. This one is disconnect chat command. Yeah. So we do this. This one is a chat command. Chat command. And here we have get text. Yeah. TextLen. There's room for chat message. Then here we put this. Oh, that didn't work. Like this. There we go. And without this. Okay. Then here. TextLen. TextLen. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well then I think in here we can also do chat command. Let's also do it statically here. And here as well. Okay. Unit text. Okay. This looks correct to me. Then we can test it in game. 255, yeah, okay, looks good to me. Oh, god damn it. Command header. Oh, I just realized this one also says header here. Man, there's still inconsistency here. So this says egg command packet. Egg command packet structure. My gosh. And then here it says packet. And here it says header. My God, why is it doing this? Oh, this AI generated commenting is absolutely atrocious. So egg command packet. Egg command packet. Let's remove all these bad words here, yeah? All this bullshit. There we go. Yeah. vote command, chat command, game command. There we go. Okay, that's already a bit cleaner. Man, I hate this commenting. Why didn't I see that in the review already when we did that? Oh man. There's more consistent names for PacketNet. Yeah, let's do another fix-up for this one. So we take all this here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. All right, fantastic. We do a fix up. There we go. Good. Next. So this guy would be the next net packet. So we take these guys, yeah. Textlen. Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then we take that and we take this. Yeah. Net packets. Mm-hmm. There we go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Great. This looks great. Let me say fix net packet. Protects texts. Protect text length fields from text length from overflowing in this one, in this chat commands, and this one. Protect text length from text length value from overflowing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, then let's give that a spin. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Great. Good. So now we should be able to send this long monkey message that we have crafted, and it should truncate it at 255 characters, right? So it sends a long message, but it caps it, and so we don't lose like a major part if we go above 255 or beyond. We need 2 clients. Network. Yep. So multiplayer, network, join, accepts, play. Very good. All right. So, and then we sent Let's remove this goddamn breakpoint. So we have a long monkey message here. Let's send that away. And we get nothing. Well, we do. There it is. It just took forever to come along. That's a shame. Let's do a little bit less. It did come. Yeah, okay, that's faster. Okay, but it works, as you can see. We can now send a long message and it gets truncated and it works correctly. There we go. Okay, that's cool. Okay, great. Is there any other message here that that deals the same way? So chat command and packet chat command. Text length. Text length. No. Let's search for all unsigned bytes in here. Percentage. Frame rate, slot. No, that seems to be the only one. Okay, fair enough. Is there anything else you can improve here in terms of comments? Webpack command, fixed size, contains metadata about rep command. Okay, webpack command. What I don't like about these things here is that they don't actually say in their name that they are packed. Wouldn't this be a valuable information? Why is this not used? Why is this unused? Why is this unused? We're only searching in this file, that's why. There we go. Command message. Command message. Command message. All these guys here are called command message. Then why did we call some of these message? That I don't understand. They're all called commands. Look at that. Command, command, command. Man, it's this AI hallucination where it just comes up with random names. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So what I would like to do is net packet structs. So we have a few of these that say message, right? So let's find these guys. Command, command. So this one. Why is this called message? Message. We don't know. We don't know why this is called message. Just totally random called message. Okay, let's rename this guy. Start commands. There we go. command. Command. And another command. I'm trying to rename, but it's failing. There we go. Still fails. Now it goes. Command. Thank you. Command, command, command. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, now they are consistent. Fantastic. Then what about this guy? Data fields, net packet, data fields, header. I would say we also rename this guy to just data fields. That touches quite a lot of things. Data field. But maybe that's fine. Data header. Data fields. Yeah, let's rename it. Okay. Good. So then this would be for this guy. Fix up commits. So we take all these here. Command. Yep. Okay. And command. There we go. Fantastic. Good. Then we have this. Then we do another pass on the comments here. Oh, hold on. There's one more here. Hold on. I forgot something. Yeah. Okay. And then we have one more thing to do, and that is netpacket. Net packets. Yeah, what I don't like about this name is that here we have these net command messages, net commands, and they are called here net wrapper commands, net progress commands. And so, and here, these guys, net packet structs, I mean, they got packet in them. Yeah. Packet, net packets, yeah. Packets. Net commands. Progress command message. Yeah. I guess it's okay. I would have named it something else. I would have said packed net wrapper command or something like this. Because right now this one reads very similar to the other one, which is net wrapper command message. And this is net packet wrapper command. So it's they look still really similar, and so it's easy to mistake them for each other. That's a problem for humans. For machines, yeah, they can easily distinguish between these when they see them, right? Easy. But for humans, it's not intuitive. Like when you write code for humans, then you need to find like good ways to distinguish between certain things. If they are similar in function, but do different things, then pick some names which are somewhat similar, but still easy to distinguish when you use them, right? And so here in this case, you have the net file command message, which is the in-memory representation of a command, but then you have the packed net packet representation, which is then sent on the network traffic, and it needs to be very tight so that not much data is being wasted. Yeah, and that one is the name is very similar, right? There's not too much distinction between these, and that's upsetting for humans. And that's a problem with AI generated code. It will not pick names that are intuitive for humans. It will just generate something that satisfies a prompt, but it will just come up with something, right? And that's why you also get these inconsistencies. Like some of these were called message, others were called command, and others were called command header. So you had like these 3 different variations, but all in all of them are the exact same thing, right? It's just that the AI, because it generates code from noise, it just like, just generates something that fits the bill. It could be anything. It could be called, I don't know, a universal super command net packet header structure, right? It could throw in all the words and it would still make sense, but it's just like nonsense for humans, right? And so that's a problem with like, if you just prompt your way to success, you just get all these weird quirks in there. I see this time and time in these AI generated pull requests. It's just like quirks over quirks. You need to totally babysit this shit. Yeah. And I'm totally ranting on this. I'm fully aware that I'm ranting because it is something worth ranting about. Yeah. And then every time I open the YouTube comments, they're asking why you're not using AI. And that's why, because AI just generates slop. It generates slop fast, so that's really good, and it can give you great ideas for how to get the sloppy code. But I think it's not there where it replaces the engineer. If you want to do proper engineering, you need to use your brain. Yeah, you don't just use prompts. You can do prompts, but that should not be the only tool. You still need to think, and I like to think. And I like to make it right, as well as good as I can, right? And that's why AI is not there yet. Yeah, good. So what do we do next? So we made these names a bit more consistent. Okay, that's cool. What else can we do? Okay, that's some other story here. We still have one thing, and that is packets. Here we have more shit. Look at that. We need to remove this and this and this. Yeah. There you go. Commands. Or do we not remove that? Here it still says message. Command, command, command. How about we say command. How about we say this is a packed let's write it like this. Packed. Yeah, I didn't catch that in the review, these inconsistencies. Because there was just so much stuff there and it took forever. It's just now when actually reading this code, you just realize how chaotic it is. It still is much better than what EA wrote, so which is quite remarkable. Yeah, I mean the EA code is, and still is like the network code from EA, absolute madness. Yeah, absolute madness. So it's already better, so that's good. Egg command, packed egg command. Okay, cool. I think that's better. Yeah. Then we also do more consistent names. Yeah, and we added on top of this one here. Remove duplicate pack commands, so it's on this one. Yeah, fix up commit. Okay, so oh, what is this here? There's more packets. Oh boy, what is this? Packets. Okay, there was more junk in there. Okay, we fixed that. Great. Then let's go. All right. Great. Great. Then let me also make a merge for this one here. Yeah, this one is good. We can take that. This other stuff was for testing. We can take that. Network dev. Yeah. Cons, export cons. Okay. Good. I think that looks great. Then make here it's not really a feature. It's, I don't know, chore. It's not a chore either. Tweak. I don't know. Tweak. It's not really a tweak either. What is it? It's not a feature. It's not a tweak. I don't know. Tweak. Gadgets. Tweak. Texts. Tweak. Genau. GUI. Add Good. Then we can stash. And then we can rebase. Let's hope that this goes without conflicts. It went without conflicts. Great. So we have this shit, yeah. Great. Okay, that looks cool. And then use more consistent names. Yeah. Okay, that looks cool. I like that. And then we have this one, this fix here. Okay, this looks very good. I like that. Okay, this will make this is one change. This is another, and this is another. So 3 pull requests. Good. I will take a break here. The latest seems to have a bug with a specific particle system. The cloud is incorrectly sized. Bug with a specific particle system. Okay. Good. Yeah, I'll end it here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.